Hello, this is Mr. Leppold. I'm your 8th grade math teacher. I'm just making a little introduction video to talk about myself a little bit, introduce myself and our 8th grade math course. I'm glad you can listen in here. First of all, here's a picture of my family. Myself, my wife Kathy, we have there's Michael, Jacob, Ann, and Patrick. And our youngest is Jacob. He's in 10th grade. So a lot of my time besides ARVA is spent with my family. We're involved with our church too. I'm a Christian, and thought I'd just show you a few things about myself. Here's some pictures of me when I was young. Thought that was kind of funny. And my 6th grade picture. I don't have an 8th grade picture, but I do have my 8th grade report card. I did pretty good. Got an A in math, so that's good to know. Growing up, I used to like to go camping. When I was younger, I played guitar. I always like electric guitar. I still like bands and like 70s music, oldies, 70s, 80s. I always like frisbee, ping pong, and swimming. Doing some swimming over the summer. When I was younger, a teenager, we rode dirt bikes. That was kind of fun. I went to college, Penn State, majored in mechanical engineering, got a BS degree there. I was in ROTC for a couple years, so I always have a lot of respect for the military. So I got my engineering degree, and I worked for different manufacturing plants. The first one was a submarine shipyard. We made these nuclear-powered submarines, and so they have a nuclear reactor, so they could kind of go into the water for long periods of time for their power. So it's basically like a floating city. So it was pretty interesting. I worked in all different places. I worked at a shirt factory, believe it or not. Power roof ventilators, made these fans that put on the roofs. I worked at easy loader boat trailers, made boat trailers, and this one on the bottom here is an aircraft loader. It's a $1.5 million thing that they could use for loading and offloading things for the Air Force, cargo planes. The submarines were like $1 billion things. So this is my 7th year teaching at ARVA, and my 7th year teaching total, and my 5th year at ARVA. And I picked, the Fantastic Four video. I picked 4 things that are really important for you to succeed at ARVA. Okay, so I'm just going to mention a few things, and we wrap up this tape. It's going to be kind of short. But the Fantastic 4 things to be successful at ARVA. First of all, read your email every day and send emails to your teachers. Let me know if you're having trouble with anything. For math, you also have a homeroom teacher, different teachers and different subjects. But read the email every day. We have important information. Keep in touch with us. Send us messages. Participate in Class Connect. Look at your Class Connect schedule. Come to class. Participate. Use your talk button. Talk in class. Use chat. Write on the board. Anything and everything to participate. You learn more and it's more enjoyable. And we can have a sense of humor too in class. So you do your lessons for the pacing guide, number 3. There's all different pacing guides. There's different ways to know what you're supposed to do. But for each lesson, just a simple thing. Do your lessons every week. Now, early in the year, it's kind of challenging. You'll have to set up your schedule. What are you going to do when, that kind of thing. Generally, we say do math and language every day. You might want to do science on Thursdays and Fridays, or there's some flexibility, but you want to make sure you do all your lessons for the week. Number 4, read the math course announcements. In my math course, I put a lot of information on the announcements. I put some recordings and information, maybe even some answers. So, make sure you read that every day if you don't mind. So those 4 things. Read your email, participate in Class Connect, do your lessons online. That's where most of the learning occurs. And then read your math course announcements. Now, you will have a homeroom teacher, and I'm just going to mention a few things briefly. Attendance is really important for ARVA. Make sure you do it every day. You should have 6 hours minimum, and that includes supplemental activities. Supplemental activities would be anything like reading a book, or if you play a musical instrument, playing a musical instrument, watching an educational show on TV. Attendance is a big deal. We don't want to have truancy issues, and so just do your attendance every day. If you're sick or in the hospital, a medical reason, then email your teacher and just your homeroom teacher and just let us know. You can also let me know if you won't be in class and that kind of thing. But absences are excused if you let us know that you're sick. That's about the only reason that we can excuse you, but otherwise it's an unexcused absence. And so you want to get, another thing is you want to get up as much attendance as you can. The 6 hours is minimum. If you end up working on a weekend or something, save up that attendance and add it during the regular school days, Monday through Friday. And it's always good to get ahead. have a plan. If you lose electricity, you lose power, your computer dies, lose internet, it's going to happen. Part of ARVA is overcoming these challenges, and so one thing you can do is have a plan. If you're offline, you can at least read a book. Maybe you can look at your math book. If you're writing something for a class, have some information. You can get started on that while you're waiting for the power to come back on. And like I said before, get ahead on your attendance. At least you can do that. And it's always good to stay ahead on the pacing guides too. You can work ahead, just don't get behind. Please return phone calls, check your answering machines, and tell your homeroom teacher if your phone number or address changes. We're all here to support you, but you need to keep in touch with us and let us know if you need something and anything changes. You can write down this website if you want to pause this and write it down. It's information for getting started. And also the phone number for K-12, that's for technical issues with your K-12 computer, if they sent you one, or the course. Anything that's not just you contact me for math and your homeroom teacher for all miscellaneous things. But technical issues for K-12, they can help you with that. So thanks for listening. We're going to have a good year. I'm excited about this year. I think math is cool, and I like to kind of have fun in my class. You'll see. The important thing is we want to have a good atmosphere. Come to class and participate. A nice positive atmosphere where you don't have to be afraid wrong answers are good. Don't be afraid to share your answers, your thoughts, talk to each other. You want to have a nice positive atmosphere. And if you give a wrong answer, that's good. I want wrong answers. That means you're trying. You're participating. You're not afraid. Nobody's going to yell at you. We work together. We're very positive and supportive of each other. So that's my goal for this year, is to not just learn, but have a good educational experience. And that includes all the email and the announcements, and that's why I mentioned those fantastic 4 things. And we can also have a sense of humor and have some fun, too. So I'm going to play a little bit of music. Let's have a good year, and looking forward to getting to know you all this year.